welcome back to Realms and Roleplay Night City Stories. Where we last left off, our band of bandits were fighting in the park against some undead creatures that seem to have been reanimated in some way. And they discovered that Lucia, Ruby's lifelong nemesis, was attempting to kill her. We also learned that despite their best efforts, Bug was murdered by these undead assailants. So we are actually going to skip ahead a bit. So we are sort of at the docks, at the new Benito hideout. There are candles lit everywhere, and it's a really somber feel. You see people are crying and holding one another. Ma is sort of standing by herself near the edge of the dock, and there's a casket that has been put on a small boat, and they're sort of giving Bug a Viking's funeral. And you see that Rian walks over to you, Zig Zag, and puts his arm around you, and he's like, "It's not your fault."
It does feel a little bit like my fault.
There's nothing you could have done.
I could have not asked him. I know how to drive. I could have just driven. I just thought the more backup we had to save Juno and Calypso, the better.
Yeah. Well, the important thing is that you saved them. That's what Bug would have wanted.
We didn't. Oh, is the thing about it is they're not even safe either. We killed one person who was trying to kill us, which I guess is good. We discovered zombies exist, which seems bad. But, he just died surrounded by corpses for literally no reason. And it was my fault, because I should have just done it alone.
You see, he just kind of holds you. What are the rest of you doing as the sort of funeral is coming to a close?
May I check on Merrick, please?
Yeah, so everyone is, saying their final goodbyes and just kind of chatting amongst themselves. And you head over to the med bay, and you see Merrick. He's like pretty bandaged up. He's essentially like in a body cast, but he's still alive. And you see that his face is all bandaged up as well. But you can see his eyes. One of his eyes is like really swollen, but he kind of looks at you, and his eyes are pretty soft. You imagine that he's probably smiling, but you can't see his face.
Hey, buddy. I just came to check on you and see how you were doing. I'm so sorry that I dragged you into this. I really am. I should have known that it was going to be such a dangerous situation. If I had known, I wouldn't have dragged you into it. But I really appreciate your help. I couldn't have done it without you. Seriously. And whenever you get better, we'll have the coolest picnic by the pool ever, okay?
You see that he blinks twice, and you have this really tender moment with Merrick. What are sorry. Yes, Ruby?
I think I was just about to answer your question to say that I would like to grab Sid and perhaps Gizmo, if he's open to talking to me, and say, hey, look, I understand that all this needs to happen, but, we've got some big going down. We got to make our way to Omnitech as fast as possible, because this is just wasting time. People's lives are on the line. Your brain is on the line. We got to get the hell out of here now.
I'm with you. I was just coming to find you. I don't know, I'm sorry about Bug, but we've got to go. So
yeah, I mean, easy come, easy go. Let's get out of here.
All right, Ruby, hang on. Gizmo,
So,
can you go get Ravenne and Zig Zag? I know it's going to be a little bit delicate. I feel like you might be the one to do it.
yeah,
Well, and Ruby and I can talk for a minute while you round everybody up, but we got to get.
I got you. I'm on it.
Okay. So, Ruby, stuff's starting to come together. I'm starting to figure some things out. All I know for sure, we need to get Helvenica. She wants to kill Fennec as much as we do, and we need her back up. Maybe we can get her to meet us at Omnitech. But we've got to kill Fennec. He is behind all of this, I think, and it's just, we've got to take him out.
Yeah, I agree. I think the more people who understand the inside of Omnitech, the better. We've got to go get the 3 items that we need as well.
Yeah.
And so we need to have people who understand the building and the makeup of the building. Normally, I would ask Juno to find out information for us, but obviously we can't do that right now. So maybe Helvenica's got some ins for
Get me there.
working out the building plans and emergency entrances and everything.
No, Ruby, just get me there. I can jack in.
I can't, really?
Yeah.
That's not going to be dangerous for you?
At this point, it doesn't matter. I mean, what's the point of any of this if we don't win? Like, we have to do it. If I die, I die. Just
Okay.
make sure that Fennec is dead.
Good call. Let's go then.
Okay, so how do we
Where's
figure
Gizmo?
out?
Oh, sorry. What?
Well, I was gonna say, how do we get in touch with Helvenica? Do we have
I
a
would
way to
imagine
contact
that
her?
she probably gave Zig Zag
Gave
a way
your
to
number.
contact her because y'all were planning to work closely together. She
Yeah.
understood that this is something
Yeah.
that y'all needed to be in.
Okay.
So Gizmo, you were going to find Ravenne and Zig Zag.
Right.
Um,
He's probably closer to us because we're in the proximity of the actual funeral at the moment. So I'll probably just walk up to Zig Zag first and obviously see that there is some heavy mourning going on. So I will try to be as sensitive as possible as Gizmo, but you know, we'll see how that works. Hey, Zig. I know this is probably the last thing you want to hear right now, but we kind of have to get going on stuff. This is an act now, mourn later kind of scenario.
Okay, and what's our plan to get into Omnitech and murder the highest of high in there right now?
Well, that's a good question. I think we all need to kind of come to that together.
Mhm.
But I've been thinking, you know, with this whole new light on theoretical zombies, what does that say about all the guys we've already cut through to get here this far, and us assuming that they're dead?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't thought about the philosophical implications of bringing people we've killed back from the dead. They didn't seem to have a lot of... But this is a very complicated conversation to have, while, like, the guy who basically raised me is about to be set on fire, and I feel like I should say a few words.
I start messaging Gizmo. Gizmo, come on, come on, come on. I just, one after another. Where are you? Where are you?
I
Come
just
on.
showed the phone. I just showed the phone to Zig. Sid wants to talk to you.
It feels like she wants to talk to you. Give me 5 minutes. I'll say the words I need to say. I'll avoid my mom, and then we can make a plan. Just get everyone together. And I text Helvenica, like, where do we want to meet?
Wait, I was going to text Helvenica too.
Yeah, you can.
Probably before this.
All right, so
Yeah.
So Sid,
so
what do you
I'll
say?
basically
Sorry.
like I'm just gonna give Zig the 5 minutes, so I'll just like back off.
Awesome. So
Yeah, I got 5 minutes to be sad.
Yeah.
Sid, you texted Helvenica. What would you like to say?
That we've got to move now. We need to meet at Omnitech. We'll meet at the biscuit. Isn't there a biscuit place like down the street from there? So we're going to meet
There's
them.
always a freaking biscuit place.
I thought specifically though there was. I could be wrong.
It was.
Maybe I'm.
Are
remembering
you thinking about the
place.
one across from the Nova's, like,
Yeah.
warehouse?
Yeah, I am. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Well, anyway, so this is going to be complicated. Which biscuit place? Because there's so many.
You want to plan to break into Omnitech in a Zig Zag isn't here. This is Erin asking. Erin is asking. Sid's brilliant plan is to go to a public location to plan the break-in for the building across the street.
You don't know that we're planning there. We need to get down there. You don't know where we're planning. You can have opinions about that. We need to get there. I don't even know how we're at this funeral right now. How did we decide who kidnapped us and took us to this funeral? Right after all of this, I would have been like, we got to go get the kids in the vat of acid. But somehow we're at a funeral. Okay, so I'm trying to get us out of this funeral because he did. He's always going to be dead.
Okay. So Helvetica texts you back and she's like,
he did.
She's like, I'm really sorry for your loss, and I know that we want to get moving on this.
I didn't even mention the dead guy. For me,
she knows you're at the funeral. So she's
my God, why? How am I at a funeral right now?
So she's like, I'm sorry for your loss, but we can meet at the manor and move out from there. I think it's better if we all go together.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you for the condolences. I will convey them to the people who knew Bug. I met this guy like 3 days ago. Thank you. Sorry, he's dead. He's in the mob. Like, people die in the mob like all the time.
But he's like the second in command the third in command, but second when I left.
I mean, let's be real. The Benitos don't really exist anymore, but okay.
We have enough.
So
Ruby's standing in the background looking at Sid going, oh, I knew that's why I like this girl.
So Sid's memories start to come back and she gets super aggro.
Yeah, she's meaner now.
So Gizmo, you had to find Ravenne while Zig Zag has a few minutes. Zig Zag, was there something you wanted to text Helvetica before you go and say your goodbyes to Bug?
No, I just wanted to text her because Gizmo's getting on my case.
So Helvetica texts you and says, hey, I talked to Sid and we're all gonna meet up at the manor. You know the way. Contact the other Novas and tell them to meet us there. I'm really sorry for your loss, but this is something we have to do now.
Great. I'm gonna say I should be your point of contact, and then also I'll take care of the other Novas. And I'll text the Novas.
You're gonna reply back with like ... okay, all lowercase.
Great.
I messaged Helvetica. If Zig Zag says that she's supposed to be the point of contact, ignore her. Okay? You and I and Ruby are running this train now. Thank you.
You get a reply back like, sure, I'm happy to help, but honestly, I really don't want to be in this. Doesn't seem like it's my business, but okay.
It is her business. We're gonna go and kill Fennec. She and I made a plan to kill Fennec. Anyway, that's fine.
So, Zig Zag, you have a few moments to say goodbye to Bug.
I'm going to make a speech to the Benitos. Because...
Can I just mention that while she's doing that in the background, I'm just want to sit here doing this the whole time.
Not looking at her.
While Zig Zag's doing it.
The Benito family start to gather around. You see Ruby in the back, like TikTok, tapping her watch. But everybody's gathered around to hear what you have to say. Ma is there, so she's standing towards the front. But yeah, she's not saying anything.
Good. I'm going to give a speech to the Benitos, and I'm going to say, I'm going to make this quick, because honestly, we're in the middle of the biggest turf war that we've ever seen. You thought our squabbles with the Novas were bad. It looks like something even bigger is coming. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't take the time to honor the people who've lost their lives, especially Bug, in this conflict. I never knew my dad, unless you count his heart might potentially be on the finger of my mother. But the one person who taught me how to shoot a gun and torture people for information and drive an AV, and that person was Bug. He gave his life for the Benitos, just like we should all be willing to give our lives for this family and for this city. At least he's with his brother now. Light it up.
And as you say that, they light up the boat and they send it out. And everybody kind of dispersed. Ma doesn't even look at you; she just walks away. So Gizmo,
I'm winning the love of my people, and Ma is not.
you had to talk to Ravenne, and you find her in Merrick's room.
Cool. Hey kid, how's your buddy doing?
Well, I mean, he's on a full body cast, so that kind of sucks. But he's alive and he's well. Oh right, Merrick, this is my friend Gizmo. We've been having to do a lot of adventuring and fighting and stuff together. Yeah. See him.
Hi.
He blinks a few times at you, Gizmo.
Oh man, that's fucked up. That can't be comfortable, man. Can you eat or drink, or how's he getting by?
All right. Anyways, I just out of curiosity, why are you here?
You know what? Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta take care of some stuff ASAP. We're gonna get the gang together and talk about the game plan. But I think we're gonna finally drop the bomb on Finnick.
Okay. No, I get it. Yeah, we gotta go now. Okay.
What was his name again?
Merrick.
Merrick.
Yeah, I stand up and I give him a kiss on the top of his little casted head. It's a little friendship kiss. I still think that kisses are a little bit healing. And I head out with Gizmo.
I give him a pat on the casted foot, probably too hard, and I'm like, heal up, buddy.
Awesome. You pat his foot, you hear him like, oh, and you all kind of head out. So Zig Zag, you are able to meet up with the rest of the crew. Everybody kind of comes together, and you have the information of how to get to the manor. And you also texted the other Novas that you tricked from the biscuit factory, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
Can we also bring like a battalion of Bonitos as well? Like, I assume if we're rallying the Nova people, we might need Bonitos, like man servants is not the word I was looking for, but like soldiers. Yeah. Like, what is the word I'm looking? I don't know.
Tennis players, is that
manpower?
Yeah. We might need more manpower. Boots on the ground.
Gotcha. There we
Battalion of Bonitos is good.
Yeah.
Can you give me a persuasion check?
Yeah, I can try. Persuasion is cool. 21.
Awesome.
Ooh.
So yeah, you see that some of the folks that that are like, they love your mom, but they're really excited for there to be some young blood running things. You see a group of them, about 6 of them, kind of standing over by themselves, kind of talking amongst one another.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, hey, squad, we need some manpower, boots on the ground, tennis players. I forget what else, the other jokes we made 5 seconds ago. For like our big move against Omnitech. Are you guys in?
As long as we can keep this between us and we don't get in trouble with your ma, you can count on us.
Sure, but no promises.
I pipe up and I was like, I'm not sure that yes, they should definitely come with us, but I'm not sure that overrunning Omnitech with like an army of gang members or mob members is the way to go. I feel like this should be like a surgical strike.
Fair enough, but we might need distraction somewhere, and I'd rather we have equal parts Bonito and Nova if that's possible.
Oh no,
Also,
bring them with
to have
us.
them, just in the back is always helpful.
They're like, all right, well, we'll follow your lead.
Nice.
Awesome. So you have you're about to gather an army of people, and we're gonna make note of how many people you have with you. So right now you've recruited 6 Bonitos. I'll give them names.
We're really talking that up. It sounded like it was like
Yeah.
Dozens.
Nah.
A literal battalion.
They're a surgical strike
Six
squad.
guys.
This funeral was like whoever was like left around just to hang out. Like, I guess I'll stay.
I mean,
Like,
a
are
lot
there
of people
sandwiches?
died at the farm, so
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
It's a lot more. They couldn't have possibly all lived at the farm. Also, the bunker wasn't breached. It was underground. You're telling me that the explosion killed everyone on the bunker?
no,
But he was in the bunker.
Not everybody
Yeah.
died. Just a lot of people died. Like the Benitos it's more than these 6 people. Y'all are still like a substantial presence, but right now there are 6 people available to you.
Yes.
And also, my apologies. It was the Novas who were the tennis players, not the Benitos.
Oh, yes. I understand now, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I don't know why they're tennis players, but okay, I'll believe you.
Right.
So you all sort of get together and head off to the manor. Once you arrive at the manor, you see that before it was kind of like this recreational resort. The tone and the vibe is completely different. You see everyone is battle ready. People are wearing armor. They have like crates of weapons that they're loading into AVs. And you see Helvenica waiting by the door. And she's kind of motioning for you to come inside, and she heads back inside.
I speak to her first and I say, hey, so all I know, and we've talked about this, but all I know is we've got to get Fennec and we got to get him now. He's been allowed to wreak havoc for too long. Plus, I think that there's somebody hanging over acid. I've heard something about that. Probably should go take care of that too. Right, Ruby? We got a couple of your people. Yeah, so we should go.
Helvenica,
Can I?
Oh, go for it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I want to hear what she's about to say.
She was just going to say, I think that you're right. We need to move quickly. But after what happened in the park, we need to know what we're up against. Callista has been analyzing the corpses that we brought back, and I think she has something for us.
Finally, okay.
So you all head with her to see Callista. You head into her lab, and she has like, it's really weird. Like there are some of the corpses, like she's kind of taken them apart, and you see like different body parts kind of all over the place. And there are little robots that are like scanning and analyzing each body part. She has one in the center of the room on a table, and it has different pins in it, and each of the pins has like little flags and notes on them. So you see Callista, she has like 3 or 4 different sets of like magnifying glasses on her head. And she's like, come in. I have news. And she pulls up the screen. And on the screen, you can see like transmissions that she's intercepted from the receivers that were in the corpses' heads. I keep wanting to say zombies. They're not zombies. In the corpse's head. And some of the transmissions are coordinates. Other transmissions are instructions of like, keep them at bay and like just essentially giving them marching orders. So it seems like someone is controlling these things remotely. So Callista shows you all that information, and she's like, I think we may be able to intercept these transmissions and shut off their control over this army of the dead. It's going to take me some time to develop the technology to do that. You see Helvenica kind of looks at you all and she's like, so this is the choice. Either we attack now with everyone and we risk being overwhelmed by this army of the undead, or we wait and we get Callista's weapon. You see Callista's like, well, I mean, there's also a third option. We could just send a smaller unit, somebody that could sneak in maybe. Helvenica kind of defers to you.
3.
She's like, well, if we're going to send a smaller group of people, then maybe the 5 of you could go, and we'll back you up as soon as we can.
I want you to come with us, Helvenica. It started with you, me, and Ruby. I think we need to be there to end it together.
Give me a persuasion check.
That wasn't starting. I looked right into the camera when I said
Yeah, that was your persuasion check.
I believed it. I don't even really know Helvenica that well, and I was on board.
Like nodding along, like 80% paying attention.
Yeah.
But also, like, I'm kind of like reaching towards the little robots to see if one of them will want to come to me.
Zig Zag's gonna lean over to Raven as Sid is giving this emotional speech and be like, Finnick's not like the end though, isn't he working with the High Riders?
He's the one for us. Like, the rest of it is y'all's problem. Like, I don't have anything to do with the High Riders. I whisper over. That's not my problem. I'm out of here as soon as Finnick's gone.
You were talking to Helvenica.
Do you want to, like, roll for that? Okay, anyway, I have a 15.
Okay, you see Helvenica, she takes your hands and she's like, I know how important this is, Sid, but my people need me to lead them. I can't leave them alone. Callista's like, I can lead them. She's like, no, you can't. You're not ready yet. And you see, she looks at you, Sid, and she's like, as soon as we have Callista's weapon, I'll be there to back you up. Just stay out of sight until we get there.
How long will that take?
You see Callista like type some stuff, and she's like, I don't know, maybe like 2 hours.
Deal.
Oh.
You guys okay with that? I can roll with 2 hours.
But what about the Vata
All right.
acid?
Well, that we clearly have to act on now.
No, we're not waiting. We're going
okay.
in.
And we'd be without
We're
backup.
their backup is 2 hours. We're going in now.
Okay, listen, okay.
What if we just have 2 layers of backup? One is we get the Nova crew and the Bonitas that I have to be our backup in case we need immediate backup. I would hate for more people to die to zombos, but that might be an option in this siege. So we keep them sort of at the ready, should we need them before the weapon's ready. And then if we need them, we call them in. And that's our first layer.
But here's the Sure. But we're just about to walk into a major multi-story corporate building. It's not just the zombos. It's like regular people. It's Omnitech employees. We don't have an army big enough. So I say we go in as small as possible.
Well,
do what we can, get what we can do, and then...
Right, but if we need backup getting out, I'm saying keep them ready.
Either
in
way,
case we need them to do anything.
Who says we have to go in the front door?
Yeah.
Oh, we definitely aren't going in the front door. That's fair. But what time of day is it? What day of the week is it? Do we think it's a day that they're working?
Is it Saturday?
Do we know? I mean, is it workers? So are they working all the time? Is
in
it
corporate cyberpunk, they do not have weekends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Everyone works all the
Omnitech
time.
is a premier organization that provides quality service and top-notch products by having their employees work 7 days a week in shifts. But they have a living quarters campus near the office building, so the employees are well accommodated. They even have sleeping pods.
This is Google.
I never said that. I don't know what you're talking about. This is Omnitech.
Right.
We got cereal machines.
Yeah. So we're going to the Omni campus.
Google, you're talking about that
You guys get waffles?
I've never heard of that. I don't know what that is.
Google, yeah. That company folded 100 years ago, I think.
It was bought out by Omnitech.
Yeah.
It was bought out by Omnitech.
But to answer your question, Sid, it is Thursday.
Oh, thank you. What time is it?
Let's see. It's 4 o'clock.
What are the weather
Perfect.
conditions?
This is helpful. Like, listen.
Yeah, I also feel like we're wasting a ton of time. People are about to die while we talk about the weather conditions.
This is out of game context. We would just know it if we were actually there. It's not like I'm around like, hey, what day is it? What time is it?
I don't trust our DM to not include this in game time.
Yeah.
It's moving.
Fair enough. Now it's 5:30 all of a sudden.
Yeah.
No, it's 35. It's just rolling dice to guess what it is. What time
that's
it is.
right.
I did roll a d6
Yeah.
to see
Yeah.
what time it was.
I love that we had a Viking funeral at 2 p.m, just in the middle of the day.
That somehow we were involuntarily transported to, but that's okay.
All right, so you see Venica. Y'all are sassy today. You see Venica is like, all right, your friend Ruby is right. You should go, and we'll back you up as soon as we can. Zig Zag, you said you wanted to take a small battalion of Novas with you. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Well, it's the same ones that I've been texting.
Yeah,
just
for
so we're clear. Yeah, sure, Aaron. Sure, you idiot.
I didn't say that.
It's another 21. I got 5 again.
Awesome. Yeah, you see, she's like, Venica's like, that's a smart idea. Take those Nova soldiers with you, and have them on call at the ready in case you need them to create a distraction.
Yes.
So that means you have 6 Benitos with you, and you have. No, I don't like that. Okay. 7.
I want whatever I had
never
before.
It was
We'll
4.
never know.
What was it before?
What?
Do you remember what it was before?
No, you didn't say it. I just wanted whatever it was.
Whatever.
Oh,
you
it was
just-
3,
Yeah.
and I bumped it up to
Oh,
7.
I want 7. Yeah, you're
Okay,
right.
yeah.
Sorry. So I don't want to. I thought you got like 20, and I was like, hell yeah.
I was rolling d6s. So you have
I got a
7
7.
Novas to fight with you immediately.
Yes, and just so we're clear, Zig Zag doesn't want to take them in. Just like if we run into trouble and need somebody to, like storm the front door and draw attention away from us, we should have people ready for that.
Yes. In.
Okay.
Love
Yeah,
it.
for sure. So they're at your command, so you can have them do whatever you like. So you have 13 soldiers with you immediately, and
Always lucky.
Helvenica will come with 20 additional soldiers in 2 hours.
So my only
Doesn't sound
question
like a
now
lot.
to everybody is, how do we actually plan on getting in?
I can jack it.
Well, Callista, yeah. Callista, can you give us a schematic of the building, and so that we can work out the closest jack-in point for Sid? That probably wasn't the best way to phrase him.
She looks at you, Gizmo, and she looks at Charles, and she's like, "May I?" And you
Go
see
ahead.
Charles kind of looks at you, Gizmo, for the okay, and then jumps into Callista's arms, and she puts a little SD card into Charles, and then like a hollow map pops up, and it's a map of the Omnitech campus, and you can see like all the different ventilation shafts, and you can sort of see where the security is placed outside of the building. So it looks like there are security patrols that go throughout the campus, but it looks like sort of in the like warehouse section, like near the kitchen, you could probably get in that way. It's very light on security back there.
All right, well, it looks like that's our access point. You guys cool with that?
I am
Right.
not one that knows much about secret,
Yeah.
stealthy infiltration. So, like, I'm with you. You have my gun and all that, but you've got my music, you've got my gun. But I'm trusting you guys know how to stealthily break into corporate espionage land.
Zig Zag, there's a lot of really great stuff about you. I don't think I've ever told you this, but I do. I think that there's a lot of really nice things about you, and you're super talented at getting people to like your music. But I will say that you're not really known for your stealth. This is true.
I'm past paying attention at this point, and I'm like pouting at the fact that Gizmo has Charles, and I'm reaching out desperately at the other robots as they walk past.
Can you give me a persuasion check?
Me?
Yeah.
A robot persuasion.
Like, this is working? Okay, hold on. Let me check. It's been a second since I've had to persuade. Okay. Okay.
Cool.
11 plus 8.
I am skilled at
19?
music.
Yes, 19.
Awesome. So yeah, you're reaching out for one of the robots, and like 30 of them have
Just
probably
one.
walked past you at this point, and then one of them kind of stops and turns towards you, and like as you're reaching out, it starts to reach out towards you, and then like one of the ones behind it kind of bumps into it, and then it keeps walking. So Zig Zag, is there anything else that y'all want to do before you head out?
Miellyn was being mean to me in private chat and telling me that Zig Zag's not good at music, so I
wasn't being mean. I thought what we had determined was that
it was an involuntary reaction to me being called out.
I want Gizmo to look at everybody and just be like, so we've been through some shit already, but this one's probably going to be pretty bad if it gets bad. So I suggest we strap up on anything you can carry that you're comfortable with, because I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Do we need to? I mean, I'm carrying a lot of weapons.
Yeah,
I think we all remember the scene where I had to unload all my weapons. Excuse me. So I'm good. Does anybody else need anything before we go?
No, but I'd like to make one more check to see if there's a way to sync the data from the photo on the phone or the video on the phone to find out where in the building Calypso and Juno are being held. If there's any way that we can get the metadata, whatever it is, on the video.
Yeah.
Well, now it's in Charles now, right?
So
in Charles,
so
yeah.
That information
Charles.
was from the phone that you got from
Gizmo.
Lucia that Ruby has. So you ask Callista if she can extract that information, and she's like, "Yeah."
Because the phone,
so she's like,
sorry, the phone is Juno's, yeah. The phone is Juno's.
The phone the phone is Juno's, yes. That you were being texted from.
Yes.
And you give that to Callista, and she's able to extract the exact location from the video that she sent you. So on the map, you can see that like on the 42nd floor, there is a research lab, and that's where they're being held. So you also know, you and Sid kind of both know, Sid, as your memories start to come back more, that Phoenix's office is on the 98th floor.
Okay, so what was the first number?
The 42nd floor is where the research lab is.
Okay.
The 98th floor is where Phoenix's office is. And your entry point is the like warehouse, the back warehouse by the kitchen.
And I want to just refresh my memory with the group to say, are we still, I don't know if I'm doing this in character or not, are we still getting those 3 items that Quidara asked us to get, or are we happy with Sid's brain development, that memory here, that we're not even going to bother with that?
I think that's up to Sid at this point.
The processor, the black ice, the cerebral crown.
Doesn't
Is that important to us anymore?
Like we need it anymore.
Well, I'm still missing parts of my memory. I don't know if it's important to know what happened. I know that I lost everything and that nothing matters anymore. So I don't know that I need to know exactly how awful it was. I just need to go and destroy Finnick. If we happen to find that stuff, great. I would really like to go visit Quidara after this. I don't care if she fixes my head or not. I think she could make me feel better.
Maybe send her a text or something. This is kind of weird to just outburst to all of us. Or whatever.
Helvetica is like, okay, well, I guess that's it. If you need any other weapons or armor, just let my men know and they'll get it for you. I need to go prepare, and we'll be there to back you up in 2 hours.
I just
guess
I lean over to Sid and I'm like, this is the longest job we've ever worked.
Yeah, I really, really want to get off this job if we could. And I don't know. I mean, and I talked to everybody for a second. I'm like, I'm not sure I was really clear with you all, but I basically saw the person I was supposed to live my life with die again in front of me with this like process that I have. We haven't had a chance to really get back, and I am done. This is going to be done. If Finnick dies and I die trying, that will be great. If I die before he dies, make sure he dies. That's all I ask.
I got you, Sid.
And Gizmo, you can have my stuff. I don't care when you think I'm gonna die.
Okay. I mean, you can still use it, while you're here, obviously, but...
Oh, that's really nice of you. See, now I want to take it back again. Forget it. You know what? Forget it.
So is there any last minute prep you'd like to do before you head out?
I would like to bring up, just, while we're all here, cozy in a group, not getting shot at.
One of my favorite states of being.
There was this guy, I think it was like the Whisperer or something, and he was like, hey, where's the Nova headquarters? And I gave him like the Nova headquarters that like we kind of evacuated, if you guys remember, like that biscuit factory, yeah, you guys remember that. Yeah, so I don't know, if we run into him again, if he will necessarily be kind. So maybe, just letting you know, he's a little mad. I didn't necessarily lie, but I did not tell the truth.
Look, kid, to be fair, you had to do what you had to do to get out of there.
Some quick thinking. I think it was good.
Can we not send some Novas and Bonitos over there to try and get the Whisperer?
Not my place to say.
Zig Zag, you can make a persuasion check if you'd like.
Yeah, I only have 6 Bonitos, so if the other Novas want to do that, I want to try to persuade Helvenica to send her own people over there. Oh, heck yeah, that's a 10, baby.
Nice.
That's an 8, so hold on, we can do this. 8 plus 6.
Are we just leading a bunch of Novas to get, like, killed?
So that's a 10
Probably,
plus a 10,
but at least it'll
plus
buy
a
some
14,
time.
34.
34? Okay, awesome. You see Helvenica is like, you know where the Whisperer is? She kind of looks at Callista and she's like, all right, I'm going to take half of our forces and take out the Whisperer, and the other half will meet you in 2 hours. I'll be there as soon as I can, but I don't know how long it's going to take. We can't let the Whisperer get away.
I have such a bad feeling about this.
So what that means in practical terms is that instead of 20 Novas, 10 Novas will come to back you up in 2 hours, and Helvenica is going to take 10 Novas to go fight the Whisperer.
I tried to persuade her to not do that.
No.
No.
Okay, cool. Is there any other prep you would like to do?
I mean, I kind of want to find out a little bit more about what the deal is with Lucia. Like, why are they after me?
Yes,
what did I ever do to anyone? Can we get Callista or something? Or so can someone tell me what the hell's going on? I thought I left that company for good, and now all you people are bringing it back up in my face. What the hell's happening?
You have you have Lucia's belongings, and you can leave them. You see Callista's like, I can try to get some information from these. I mean, I think that there probably isn't much else that you don't already know, but I could search.
Don't try. Search.
Well, okay, but I mean, I need to make this disruptor first, so it's gonna have to be after I make that. That's like a higher priority.
Sure, whatever. Do it both at the same time. Whatever happens, get it done.
She's like, I think you mean thank you, but okay. And she kind of walks away. Is there any
Some
other
people are so touchy.
any other prep or anything that you want to do?
Do we want to potentially look at weapons or even ammo, to make sure we're a little bit decked out? I'm sure they have some weapons, maybe.
Yeah, Venica just said we could go to their armory if we want to go there.
I'm also carrying a rocket launcher, so I don't know how much more I can carry, but sure, let's for everyone.
But you used to be carrying 2 rocket launchers, so
True.
it'd be cool if you were carrying 2 again.
I found that 2 was quite cumbersome. It didn't quite make my figure look as good as I'd like it to. So.
Oh my bad. Sorry.
To be fair, Ruby, I think you only carried two for like 5 seconds as we took them from the bunker, and then you shot them with one. Yeah.
But also, as Ruby would like to say, yes, and let's get going now.
Yes, and your figure is better with one.
I am the one that's procrastinating now. But yes, let's get this show on the road.
So no armory?
Do you need weapons
for everyone? Whatever.
I would really like to have a look at their armory.
Okay.
Yeah, Carmen, what can we steal from their armory?
So you can't steal anything without starting a gang war, but she did give you permission to go in there and get what you like. So I guess you can't steal something because it's a gift. But go ahead and make a perception check, and we'll see what
maybe
you
some
find.
healing stuff.
I have some healing stuff. I have 4 bottles.
And
and we have none because you didn't give them out. So
yes, that's true. With pills, and then I also have a gray bottle with a green label that has your name on it, Ruby, that we know is rat poison. And I have a little vat of poison too that says "Do not drink. This means you, Fred" on it. Or did we give that? No, we gave the medicine.
Yes.
To Rian, right?
Yes, and it worked. So that's good.
Yeah.
It worked.
Until it didn't.
He's fine. He's fine. He's alive. And that's more than we can say about a lot of people we know. So
true.
Okay.
Sid, if I could make a request.
Yes?
Please don't poison Ruby with Quadara's meds.
Don't worry. Listen, I just said it had her name on it. I didn't say I was going to give them to her.
Yeah, but that's like, I've got a bullet with your name on it. Is inherently threatening.
It literally has her name written on it. It literally has her name written on it.
So,
I got a 15.
In the armory. Okay, so I forgot to say this before you rolled, so I'm going to let you roll again. So one person is going to roll for the group, and that's going to determine what is in there. So,
what is it, perception?
Yeah.
Who's the best at perceiving?
I feel like I've got very high perception.
Yeah, I would say Ruby.
Raven got distracted by another bot.
No, but
I was perceiving the robots, that's it.
Doesn't perform well under pressure. Which she did not perform well under pressure, but I still think it'll be not so bad. 13, 23, 25.
Oh.
Okay, awesome.
Better than my 15 for sure.
There you go.
In the armory, there's one heavy armor jack. There is one body weight suit. There is, I should write this down.
Is that like a sumo suit? What's a body weight suit?
It's armor. Yeah.
Oh, armor.
That's what I have.
So if anybody has some not good armor right now.
But how cute is it?
Pretty cute.
So there's one heavy armor jack. There's one body weight suit. There are a bunch of knives. There are a bunch of heavy pistols. There are 2 very heavy pistols. There is a shotgun. There are 6 packs of C9, which is an explosive. And that is it.
Maybe I'll grab the C9.
Okay, how much would you like to grab?
I'll grab 2 of them.
Okay, so write that in your inventory.
Yeah.
I'd like to grab a couple C9 for myself.
How many would you like? There are 4 left.
3.
Okay, so there's 1 C9 left. Write that in your inventory, right? That you have 3 of them. There's 1 left. Would anybody like it?
I'll take it.
Okay, Ruby, so you have 1 C9 explosive pack. So for everyone who has C9, it's an explosive effect, so that means anybody in the vicinity takes the damage. And the damage is 8d10. So
now,
how
when you
those...
say anybody in the area, does that include, like, us?
Yes.
Are you?
Friendly fire is on.
So how does
But you can
C9
plant it. You can plant it. And
Yeah,
run,
it's like a plant and walk away kind of thing. Okay.
Mhm. So with the C9 explosive pack, it can be detonated remotely, but it can also be like damaged,
Last minute, yeah.
Detonated that way. So okay, is there anything else y'all would like that's in here?
Is there?
Okay, Ravenne, go first.
Sorry. And it's okay if not, but would it be okay if I send the Nova group that's going to the biscuit factory with a C9?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, I think
How many
I would.
do you want to give them?
I just want to give them 1 of them, so I'll have 2.
Okay.
But I think 1 for them might be a little useful.
Awesome. One of the soldiers takes it and it's like, thanks, I think this is going to be really useful. And
Cool.
head off. What were you going to do, Zig Zag?
It was an out of game question also. It's like, is there any reason not to take the heavy armor jack? Does it in some way is worse for me? I have had Kevlar this whole time. I don't get shot at a lot, but I am just dealing with a 7 stopping power.
That's totally your choice, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it makes sense.
You should zigzag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
You've
don't
only got
want to
7. No, yeah.
Yeah, I
There's
just
a
didn't
high
know
chance of death.
Yes, if there was any sort of detriment to wearing it, or if like I needed to be strong or something. I don't know.
Oh no, we're not playing with like weight or anything like that. So it's.
Those are D&D rules, so I don't know how Cyberpunk works, but okay.
I mean, there might be rules for that, but we're not playing with those rules.
Great. Does it look ugly?
It can look however you want. You can decorate it and all
right,
that.
I'm gonna put it on, but only if it looks cute.
Okay, so what are you getting?
I guess the best armor that is in the game right now, which is that heavy armor check.
Okay, so you take the heavy armor check,
Great.
Which puts your stopping power up to 15.
Yeah, from 7 is a good, nice big jump. Unless anybody wants it, I'm happy to take the 11 if anybody wants the 15 instead.
Just stand in front of me.
I'm not a good fighter, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm good at shooting a gun a little bit.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Is that it? Everybody done? Okay, cool. So, you all like get all the gear that you want, and you head out. One sec. So you gave them 1 explosive pack.
Yeah, factor that in when you try to kill them.
I'm just gonna roll some die and we'll see what happens. Okay.
Yay.
So you all are heading toward Omni Tech campus. You know that your optimal entry point is through the kitchen. Is that what you would like to do?
I'd like to look at the building before we do anything. Just want to look around.
Okay, dope. So you all you get your gear and you start to head out. Helvenica sees you off, and as you're headed over there, you sort of get into the tech district, and as you're flying towards Omnitech, you can see that there are high rises and towers everywhere, and large tech campuses for the prominent companies in the city. And as you're approaching, if you want, you can do for those of you, I guess for Sid and Ruby, you could do a local expert check. You could also do perception.
So just Sid and Ruby, or?
So Sid and Ruby, I mean, if you feel like your character would be familiar with the tech district, then you can do a local expert check.
No.
If not, then go ahead and do a perception if you would like.
Oh, pushy.
27.
Okay.
I was like having the worst time finding perception. Mine's not nearly as good as hers, so 13.
Okay. All right. So Ruby, on your 27, you start to see things that you recognize. And one thing that you remember is that Omnitech has implemented a lot of automated security systems. And so when you were looking at the map, the entry point that you found is unmanned, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there aren't security measures there. And so as you get closer to the campus, you see that there are people in regular clothes that you remember are also security detail. So those people are called sleepers. And you remember that there are sleepers who patrol the campus as well as armed security personnel.
Okay.
So you see that there are several sleepers and there are several armed personnel patrolling the campus, but it seems like a normal day. Everybody's just kind of minding their own business. Some people are like, eating lunch on benches outside of the building. Other folks are just kind of walking and talking. Nothing out of the ordinary. So your AV lands in the parking area near the building. So from this point on, I'm going to need you to make stealth checks as you progress through the campus. So from your AV, tell me where your destination is, and we'll make stealth checks to see if you make it there unnoticed.
All right, so we're in the parking lot, and how close are we to the kitchen? Obviously we know that there's no people, but there's... Yeah, I tell everyone the information that I know, by the way, but yes.
You're in the parking lot. You're pretty close to where you need to get in the kitchen, the entryway. So you could probably get there rather quickly, and you don't see any, from your 27 perception check and local expert, there are no sleepers or security personnel around at the moment. Hey Gizmo, would you make a tech check?
Sure.
I need to tell you all, I'm very bad at stealth. Extremely bad at it.
I got a 23,
I can maybe
baby.
talk my way out of it, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Gizmo,
I will get caught.
you notice that in the dock area by the kitchen where you're planning to go in, there are these like windows that sort of are tinted, and you know that those are security panes. So you know that those windows are essentially there are cameras in them. So you would probably need to do something about that, or the cameras will see you sneaking in that way.
So I look at Charles and I'm like, hey buddy, think you can help us out with that over there?
Charles is like beep 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 and kind of climbs off of your shoulder. So Charles is an Omnitech robot. So Charles kind of blends in around here. Would you like to roll for Charles, or would you like me to do it?
You know what? I'll roll for Charles. Why not?
Awesome.
He's my boy after all.
Go ahead and let's do a tech check for Charles.
Okay.
So let's use your stats. So this means that Charles has all the same stats as you.
Awesome. Amazing. Come on, buddy. Don't let me down. Ooh. 24.
Awesome. So Charles goes into the dock and climbs up to where the window panes are, and a small little device comes out of Charles's leg, and it shuts off the security panes. So they're now clear. They're no longer tinted,
Nice.
which means that they're off.
Attaboy. All right, I think we're good to go.
Zig Zag is gonna just sort of put her hand on the door handle when we reach to get out, and she's like, I really can't sneak. I am not stealthy. I've never done infiltration before. Would it be useful if we drew attention away from you all as you got in there? I mean, I was supposed to play at the Digital Gaming Expo at some point this week. Who knows what day it is? So I could just do sort of like a marketing stunt and do my own concert here. Is that useful?
I mean, I love it.
I love it too.
Sounds good
Also,
to me.
It's Thursday, just if you're curious.
Yeah, no, I know it's Thursday. I don't maintain my own schedule. I don't know when I was supposed to play at the other.
Oh, I don't know when you were supposed to today. I was just make sure you knew today was Thursday.
Yeah, it's not in
I
my
love this idea.
Omni-cal.
I
My
do think
O-cal.
it might be kind of obvious if Ruby's there, right? I mean, aren't they kind of coming after? I don't know. Would it be useful if I went with you instead? I mean, I was a stagehand, so I got a little bit of knowledge, right? Right, guys?
Yeah, and this isn't anything real. It's me going to stand up on that bench over there and sort of just draw attention away from you, play some caterpillar soup hits. But if it's more useful for me to go in with you, I'm so willing to do that. I just worry that I walk in the door and I am gonna immediately draw attention.
Yeah, me too. My stealth isn't very great either. So how about we stay out here and we do some distracting? I could, I don't know, maybe help amplify sound or draw more attention to you or something. And then, everybody else sneak your way in.
Wait, let's check the campus map. Maybe there's like an amphitheater or something. Like they've got to have a setup for concerts, right? If there's, they've built a lot of things on since Ruby and I were here, and that seems like the kind of thing that fancy corporations might have.
Or I could just go in the front door and just be like, I'm here to play a concert.
Ooh, snap.
Right? And then people will have to talk
And
to
then
me.
you're in.
Yeah. Now I am a little concerned because this all started at my concert when I was shot at. So I don't know what kind of target I am. But in that case, maybe Finnick just brings me up to his office. And Ravenne, if you live stream the event, there's a little bit more accountability there. So maybe I won't get shot at immediately.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Thoughts
All
on
right.
this plan while we're in the parking lot of Omnitech?
If you all think that's a good idea, I'm not gonna say no.
I mean, I am a little nervous about us all breaking up, splitting up, because I don't know if we'll be able to find our way back to each other, but
I just think we'll probably get caught easier if we are with you. So it might be
yeah.
best for the group if we split up.
Okay. Awesome. So are you going to go inside, or are you going to play on the bench?
I'm gonna go in the front door.
Awesome. So you and Ravenne head toward the front. As you get towards the front door, you see that there are people outside in Omnitech regalia, and you see that there is a mascot out there like dancing, and they're like, "Welcome to Omnitech. The future is now."
The future is now.
As you go inside, like the little jingle starts playing, and it's like Omnitech, na na na, and at the
Like
front
kind of dance
desk,
along.
you see that there.
No, one more time. What was the jingle?
Yeah, what is
one more time?
It's a one-time thing. You have to go out and come back in for it to play again.
Oh, okay.
So as you get to the front desk, you see that there's an attendant there, and she's like, "Hello, welcome to Omnitech. How can I help you?"
So as we left the car, I wanted to have handed my phone to Ravenne and started a live stream. So I'm already mid talking to the camera, like, so what's up, Catapult Soup fans? Been a little MIA these past couple of days, but that's only because I'm planning something huge. If you missed out on one of my concerts this past week, have I got a plan for you? I'm here at Omnitech, everyone's favorite corporation where the future is now. And I like wink at the guy, like the dancing guy.
I like pitch in as like a hype man. I'm like, yeah, future is now.
Yeah. And this is my roadie Ravenne. Ravenne, give a wave. Turn that into selfie mode real quick.
Hey,
perfect.
How's it going?
And we're here at Omnitech, and so I like walk in the front door with as much swagger as I can, as the jingle plays.
Love it. Go ahead and
God,
the jingle's not gonna play again. Let's see. What did we do for your concert? It was like some kind of performance check.
Yeah, my question was, could it be cool? But I would also do, because I don't have a performance check. I only have play instrument. But is me being Zig Zag instrument?
Let's do persuasion / cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, math is good. Obviously, 25.
Awesome. This is awesome.
It wasn't exactly the plan, but I just looked at my stealth score, which is literally a 0+ to stealth, and my dex is 6. So we really would have been hampered.
No, I love this. So you go inside and you see that there are people who are kind of like walking from the company store, like with the weight of the world on their shoulders, and they see you and they're like, "Oh man, this is Zig Zag." And people like kind of start to whisper, and you see folks kind of start to linger in the lobby to try to see what you're doing. So while this is happening, Gizmo, Sid, and Ruby, what are y'all doing?
I guess we're gonna try and make our way to the new area. So we have to roll a stealth check each, right?
No, so you disabled the cameras, and there are no sleepers.
Oh, so
y'all can just go into the the kitchen. So once you're in the kitchen, you see that there are folks like preparing meals. You see that you can kind of see out into the cafeteria area. There are a bunch of different restaurants that have like little stands and kiosks. You see that there are a bunch of workers, all with like their name badges, and some of them have them around their necks. You see that there are people who are like ordering food, and there's like a seating area. It's really busy. It looks like this is most people's second lunch because they work all day. And so you all are you're sort of invisible because people are so busy that they don't have time to care who you are. So you are in the kitchen where amongst all the hustle and bustle.
I just want to turn to the two of them and say, listen, eye on the prize. People's lives are at stake here. Do not, I repeat, do not stop for shrimp or I will hit you.
What?
I just go, got it, as I'm already like swiping something off a plate behind me.
You hear somebody in the back like, "Hey Reggie, you got the shrimp special ready?" And like there are people just like making all kinds of shrimp and other stuff. But so Gizmo, Charles has like a little map view on his body so you can see where you're going. So from the kitchen, you can get to the service elevators that the staff use to get around. However, those don't go up into like the executive suites. So the staff elevators will only take you to the 10th floor. And then from there, it looks like you'll either have to take the employee elevators or you'll have to go up the stairs from the 10th
Can we
floor.
see what's on the 10th floor? Can we see what, like, does the schematic show what offices?
So it's kind of bare bones in terms of like the specific offices, but you can see that there are several like large meeting room style built like rooms, like really large rooms. You can see that there are sort of recreational areas, like that's where the foosball table and like the arcade games and all that kind of stuff is. So you can probably assume that floors like 2 through 9 or probably some sort of business floor that you need to key card into, but like 1 and 10, the staff, the cooking staff are able to access. So it's probably not anything of consequence there.
So I want to look around. I say to Ruby, I'm like, wow, I wish it had been this nice when we were here. I'm starting to remember things. It was not like this. We need to get and I say to Ruby and Gizmo, we need to get a key card. Let's see who we think could be best at swiping one off of somebody.
Well, if there's a front desk, they probably have either extra cards or something like that there, so...
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too great if Sid and I turn up at the front desk, though.
I'm not saying
that'd have to be on you.
I'm not saying any of us do it. I'm saying either we send Charles or we see if Zig is still over there and can maybe sneak something on her end.
We just need one. Can't we just boost it off of somebody? They're all running around like crazy.
Well, I don't necessarily know which one of them's going to have one.
Oh no, everybody should have a key card, right? It's like an identification ID
and
badge.
That's how they swipe in on the elevator to get themselves up to their work floor. The only thing we probably can't know is which floor different people have access to, but I mean, we could give it a go.
So I look around and I look at Charles and I'm like, all right, buddy, find me a broom closet.
You see Charles is like, beep, beep, and starts to look for the broom closet. We're going to come back to Ravenne and Zig Zag. Zig Zag, you are being showered with attention. You see some people are kind of running up to you and like, can I get a selfie real quick? And they're
Absolutely.
like, oh yeah, caterpillar soup. And you see that like the whole front lobby is kind of in pandemonium. The person at the front desk looks super overwhelmed. And she's just like, oh, well, if I could just have you sign in, ma'am. We weren't actually expecting you.
Jumping up and down. I'm like, Zig Zag in the house.
Everybody's like, oh, yeah. And just completely ignoring the attendant. So all of the attention in the lobby is currently on you, Zig Zag. And you see some people are like, play us a song.
Yes.
And we come back to y'all in the kitchen. Charles has found you a closet, but you also notice that some people from the cafeteria area are starting to like migrate towards the front lobby because it seems like something's happening over there. And Charles kind of beeps and looks at you, and there's like a closet nearby that you can go into.
Okay, perfect. So as is everyone like shuffling out, like everyone else that was in the room is now like kind of shuffling out of the room?
No, everybody's still in the kitchen that's working there, but like in the cafeteria space, some of the employees who were like waiting for their food or who were eating are starting to go towards the lobby. There are still some folks who like they could care less about caterpillar soup and they're just waiting for lunch, but a good chunk of the people are headed towards the lobby.
So I'm looking around to see if there's like someone close enough that I can kind of like isolate and be like, oh man, there's this huge spill that we need to clean up real quick. Can we just get in the broom closet?
So are you trying to get one of the workers or one of the employees? So
yeah, one of the employees who would technically have a key card on them, like, you know, working in that area.
Gotcha. So you see the sous chef, and they are looking really panicked, just like they're cooking 3 or 4 things at once. And go ahead and make a persuasion check for me.
Right on. Forgot if my persuasion is garbage or not. Let's see. What would that be first? It would be
It's cool plus persuasion plus a d10.
all right. Let's hope that d10 is good. Oh, thank God. Okay, so I got an 18.
Awesome. So you see the chef is cooking. What do you say to them?
Hey, man, we have a huge issue with a spill right outside of here, but nobody can get into the broom closet. Do you have access to it? Can you get this keyed in?
You see, he's like, what? Again? Oh, all right. He kind of turns the heat down on the things that he's cooking. He's like, show me where it is.
Yeah, it'll just be a minute. Thanks. Come on, this way.
He follows you over towards the broom closet, and he's like, I don't see any spill. What's going on?
No, it's not here. We just need to get into the broom closet to get cleaning stuff so we can actually wipe it up because it's going to be a mess. There's a concert going on apparently, so we just want to make sure it's like safe, no one's slipping, you know.
Oh, okay. Where's your badge?
That's the problem. I don't know where mine is. That's why we're asking you.
He's like, okay, I don't have time for this. And he scans to open the closet. And he's like, what do we need? I'll grab it real quick.
Now, what are my, what are the chances I can big knuck this guy right now? Yeah.
Try to choke him out.
Always try, my friend.
Yeah.
Try to choke him out.
Go ahead and roll an attack. You can use your big knucks. You can try to do a, let's say if you wanted to choke him out or something, let's say like that's like a melee attack.
Because I don't necessarily want to kill the guy. Like,
you don't have to kill him.
Chef. Yeah. I'm just knocking him out. That's my goal.
He's just a normal person.
Might need some shrimp from him later.
But he's also not wearing any armor, so it's...
Yeah. My goal is more to just give him a bop, knock him out, you know?
Yeah, go ahead and just give me a damage roll for one of your attacks.
So, all right, so I have to roll 2d6? Is that how this works? I forgot already.
Just whichever attack you want to use, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm gonna use the knucks. Uh, 14.
Awesome. So, Sid and Ruby, you see Gizmo lead the sous chef to this back closet, and he cards them in, and they both go inside, and you hear this loud bang, and so Gizmo, you completely knock this guy out. He looks like he's a little hurt, but he'll be all right.
And I'm like, sorry, dude.
You see Charles kind of looks up at you like, what now?
And I'm just like, well, we got to find the card, buddy.
Charles takes the card off of the guy's belt and hands it to you.
My boy. All right, well, let's find the nearest elevator.
Awesome. So yeah, you all see Gizmo and the sous chef go into this room, and then Gizmo comes out with a key card. So Zig Zag and Ravenne.
This is legitimately how I play the cyberpunk game. I sneak away and I kill someone, and I knock them out because I hate killing people that don't deserve it, and then I hide their body. And Gizmo just did exactly how I play this game.
I've played a lot of Metal Gear Solid.
So go ahead and give me a play instrument check, Zig
I would
Zag.
love to do that for you so much. Just like, okay, that's an 18.
Okay, yeah, no, like people are vibing to it. You see folks are like coming downstairs and like dancing in the lobby and stuff.
It's live. It could be raw.
Raven, can you give me a perception check, please? Like it's really crowded and people are having a good time.
I definitely should have talked to Raven about like she does need to be the eyes here. She does need to.
Raven's
her
just
help.
enjoying the concert.
I got a 19.
Awesome. So you see the attendant at the desk. It's like, yeah, Zig, Caterpillar Soup is here. Were they on the schedule? I feel like they weren't on the schedule. So you see that the attendant is like talking to somebody to try to figure out if this is legitimate or not.
So I yell out, I'm like, if you're hyped to see Zig Zag, everybody jump up and down. And I'm trying to like get everybody to kind of get hype. And I'll run over to the attendant, I guess, and try to get her to start jumping up and down as well.
Okay, go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
I will persuade. Okay.
We are such a ridiculous
10.
group.
Okay, hold on. Let me roll again. 10 plus 7, that's 17 plus 9, plus 2. Okay. 17 plus 11. That is 28.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, you're like, everybody get hype, and people are jumping around like, woo! And you see that she's like, okay, I mean, I'll let you know. And she kind of hangs up the phone, and she kind of comes over and starts dancing with y'all.
Yes.
So yeah, she's in on it now, and everybody's having a good time. So Sid, Ruby, Gizmo, you all find an elevator, and you scan the key card. It takes you up to the 10th floor. And so you're in this staff elevator, which is like one of the larger like cargo style elevators. And once you get up to the 10th floor, it opens up to sort of like this hybrid warehouse office space where like the first part of it is like tile floor with a warehouse, and then it opens up through a double door with a small window into an office space. So yeah, if you want, you can do a perception and a tech check from here if you'd like.
Can I scan the flat? I could scan, right? The floor?
If you can find a place to jack in, yeah.
I thought I could scan without jacking in for people, and then isn't it? Am I remembering wrong?
I don't think so.
I've done that. That's okay. That's all right. I'll find a place to jack in.
I mean, there's like plenty of PCs and stuff around that you could probably access if you would like.
Do we see any people around?
Yeah, there are folks who are using forklifts and moving crates and stuff in the warehouse. You see that there are some people who are like kind of dressed business casually, who are coming in and out of the double doors, barking orders at people in the warehouse. So there are tons of folks just kind of going about their day. No one has really taken notice of you yet. But if you like to make a perception check, you can do that as well, or a tech check.
Yeah, I'll make a tech check.
Tech check.
Tech check.
I did a perception 23.
Awesome. Ruby, you see that there are about 3 or 4 what's it called? Security personnel here. And there's like a security office in the corner. And they're all kind of crowded around the desk in the office with the door open. And you see that they're watching the Zig Zag Caterpillar Suit concert on the TV. And you see one of the people is like, yeah, I had like tickets to DGE, but like she never showed. So it was really weird. I'm happy she's here now though. So there are security personnel, but they're pretty distracted with that. What did you get on your tech check, Gizmo?
I got a 20.
Awesome. So you see that there are more security cameras in here. There are one on either side of the warehouse, and there's also one that's like above the door that leads into the office.
Okay, well, there's only one thing left to do. It's Charles' time.
Charles is like, beep, beep, and kind of goes out. You see that one of the people working is like, oh, dude, it's one of those little robots. And they like flick a paperclip at him, and he like does a little backflip and catches a paperclip and prints out another one. So Charles is going to disable the security cameras. Do you want to do anything else while Charles is doing that?
I want to jack in.
Awesome. So there is a console that is like in the center of the warehouse. So sort of like straight away from where you are, and in line of sight of the security closet, or security office. So you can access that if you would like.
Will I be able to get there without being seen by the security cameras, or should I wait?
You should probably wait. But there's also the employees and the security folks. The employees will see you, and the security folks will see you if they turn around.
Okay, then I'll wait till Charles is done.
Awesome. So Ravenne and Zig Zag, everybody's getting turned at this concert, and after a while, you see that like the whole lobby is full of people. So this party is getting out of control. You see that there's some executive who comes down from the elevator. It's like, what's going on here? Everybody get back to work. And then they kind of like pick him up and like start like surfing him through the lobby. And they're like, eat the rich, man. This is caterpillar soup.
Can I say something? I want to say something, and I hope Ravenne is paying attention because I want to know if anyone reacts. Sorry, I dropped my pen. But basically, so like the song ends, and as it finishes, and the crowd is hype, I just want to like look into the camera, sort of that Raven's still holding, if she is, and just be like, I'm here because I learned something about my manager. You all remember Ruby? Well, she used to work here, and she's the one who prevented me from going to all my shows this week. Right now, she's across town trying to meet with the execs of DGE, get them to give me more money, but I said that the people deserve Zig Zag. The people deserve caterpillar soup. So I'm here today to give you all a free concert because we hate Ruby. And
I look into the camera as well, and I'm like, if you love caterpillar soup and you hate Ruby, text all of your friends right now, all of your employees at Omnitech, all the different floors, have them come enjoy this concert, share the love right now.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm in the building.
I may be tanking my career, but I'm hoping to see if any of the, like, if I notice any of the execs who just sort of showed up, like, looking concerned. I want to draw attention away. Like, you're not in this building. Ruby's doing something somewhere else. We know that they're trying to kill you. Like, I don't know. That's my goal. I might tank my career, but my goal is to get execs to think that maybe she's not near me.
Okay, so the one executive who's being crowd surfed looks very concerned, but for other reasons. So you can both make persuasion checks if you'd like.
Okay. Listen, I know it's a crazy thought. I just thought it was a good thought.
That was
You have a fallback career of taking over a mob family,
Yeah.
so
20.
I've got a fallback career of being dead.
Okay, 21 for Zig Zag. What about Ravenne?
I rolled a 20, trying to get everybody to bring their friends down.
Awesome. So yeah, as you're saying that, you hear like ding, like all the elevators start to ding, and people start coming out of the elevators. You see folks start coming in through the front door. Like the lobby is over capacity, and people are like shoulder to shoulder in here, just having a good time. So Sid and Gizmo and Ruby, you see that the employees who are in the warehouse are like, man, this is so unfair. I'm gonna go enjoy the concert. And you see the security guards start to come out of the office, and they're like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. Nobody say anything. We all went to lunch at the same time, and we just cover for each other, all right? This is our pact. And they all like pinky swear to one another. However, they start to head towards the elevator to come downstairs. So I'm gonna give you a chance to react in some way, because the security guards and all the employees are coming towards the elevator. Charles has disabled the security cameras. What would you like to do?
Is there anywhere that I can go that would like get me, like, can I try and attempt to like run across from the, like, because we're in the elevator now still, right? Is there a space if I like come out of the elevator, am I immediately spotted?
No, you could probably get out of the elevator and like maneuver around the warehouse so that they don't see you, but you'd have to do a stealth check.
Okay.
There's that, so if you want to do that, you have to do a stealth check.
Yeah, let's do that. So I have evasion. I don't have stealth.
Same difference. Yeah.
Same thing. Okay. And that's Dex, right?
Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm trying to be consistent. I feel like the last time we did stealth, we used athletics. Right? Like I feel like we did.
There's a
athletics
stealth. It's he just so
Oh,
you
there
just
is a
don't
stealth
have.
still?
Yeah, so Gizmo just doesn't have the stealth bonus.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, let's do stealth. So that just means you won't have a bonus to add to it.
Okay.
So it's stealth is a dex skill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it would be your dex plus 0 plus 1d10 for you, Gizmo. And then for the rest of y'all, it's your dex plus whatever your stealth skill is plus 1d10 if you want to do that.
I got a 14.
Okay, awesome.
$13.
13, okay.
I critted, so hang on.
Dun, dun,
In a
dun,
good way.
You are one with the shadows.
I still all my numbers are low because I'm like super diverse, which is not helpful in this game. Let's see. 24.
Awesome. So one sec. Okay, so Sid, you sneak out of the elevator and are sort of on the other side of the warehouse near where Charles is. And there's one other thing I forgot to mention. So Charles has been looping the camera feeds, not just turning them off, because if he turned them off, then people would notice. So he's been looping the feeds. I forgot to say that earlier. So you're on the other side of the warehouse where Charles is. Are you going to say something, Ruby?
No, I was just thinking.
Oh, okay. So Ruby, no worries. Ruby and Gizmo, you come out of the elevator and you see that there's a person right next to the elevator who's like, "Hey, who are you?" And that's where we're going to stop for this week. So thank you so much for watching, and find out next time if the infiltration of Omnitech goes well or
I didn't know.
what's going to happen. I don't know.
Boy.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you then.
Bye.